flag, white flag, white flag. 1 lap to go. 1 lap, Raider.
Final thoughts of the show, our 68th episode of In the Marbles. Thank you all who listen to this show and support us, whether it's just through following us and liking us on all social media, watching our YouTube. It's been a lot of fun, and just wanted to thank you guys again before we get into this final thoughts segment. It's going to be a good one. We're going to start off with our driver of the week, though. Our driver of the week this week here at In the Marbles is Robert Presley.
Ooh.
That's a name you haven't heard of in a long time. But he was born in Asheville, North Carolina, April 8th, 1959. And little known fact about him, in 1992, he led the Busch Series in wins.
Wow.
Yeah, he had a very stellar Busch and Truck Series career. It's very interesting. But his Cup Series, hit or miss. I would say more miss. Poor guy. I mean, some drivers like Matt Crafton just thrive in the Truck Series.
Yep.
Johnny Sauter thrives in the Truck Series. Whereas drivers who didn't do so well in the Truck Series get up to Cup and dominate.
See, that's what makes it so. That's what makes each series unique,
That's what makes every series unique, and I can't wait to go to Daytona and watch all 3 of them. It's going to be a lot of fun. But his Cup Series stats go like this: 20 starts in 9 years, so he was kind of polka dotted around there. Didn't really run. His first race was the 94 Daytona 500, and his last race was the 2002 Daytona 500, which pop quiz, who won the pole for that race?
The 2002 Daytona 500? Ryan Newman.
Jimmy Johnson. Oh. It's okay. It's okay. First rookie I think ever to win the pole. I'll get back on that with you and that before we get into our Daytona show. But yeah, 2002 Daytona 500 was his last race in the Cup Series. Now, in his Xfinity Series, he just raced the Busch Series at the time. He ran 244 races over 12 years. His first race came in the 1983 Miller Time 300 in Charlotte, and last race in the 2005 O'Reilly Challenge in Texas. First win, 1989 Texas Pete 200 in Ridgemont, North Carolina. His last win came in the 93 Chevy Northeast Chevy 200, I should say, in New Hampshire. 10 wins, 76 top 10s, and 6 poles. Did extremely well in the Xfinity Series. His best series stats as far in any of the series. Truck Series stats go like this: 69 races over 3 years. So again, I think he just ran 3 full-time years. Mm-hmm. First race coming in the 2002 Florida Dodge Dealers 250 in Daytona, and his last race came in the 2005 Ford 200 at Homestead. First win came in his first start, the 2002 Florida Dodge Dealers 250 at Daytona. So way to start off with a bang. And last win came in the 2002 Michigan 200 at Michigan. So only two race wins in the Truck Series in 2002, 27 top 10s, 0 poles, and Robert Presley is your driver of the week this week here at In the Marbles. Now, I left it to you, Preston, to look up This Week in NASCAR. You couldn't find that, but you did find something that was very interesting. And if we can't find anything from now on, as far as This Week in NASCAR, we're going to go with crazy history in auto racing. Crazy history in auto racing. I love history. And what better way to combine history and auto racing and into crazy moments in auto racing? What do you find for us, man?
Crazy history in auto racing. The youngest starter in NASCAR's Premier Series.
Okay.
August the 1st of 1951, New Jersey driver Timmy Elliott.
Well, youngest driver. I mean, They're young and now. I mean, racing like 18, so I'd say he was probably in 1951, 16?
Close. So, it got it right here. New Jersey driver Timmy Elliott finished 15th in a 20-car field at the Albany Fairgrounds in New York. Elliott was 15 years, 7 months, and 5 days old at the time of this race.
He had his learner's permit. Didn't even have a driver's license.
Elliott ran 7 races from 1951 to 1958 and had 4 top 10s with a total winnings of $950, which I don't know what that would equate to in these days.
Wow.
But 15 years
15
old.
15 years old. Timmy Elliott.
I mean, 1951, I guess I could see
I guess anything could go in 1950s. I mean, they'll let you do anything.
Exactly. So
waivers, what?
Man, 15 years and 7 months.
Holy cow. What were you doing at 15 years old?
God. Nothing really.
No,
Just
I wasn't
going to
either.
school. That's about
I was
it.
in high school
going
and
to
just like,
school.
whatever.
Doing some sports after. That's about it.
Learning how to drive there.
Exactly.
Not driving a race car. My goodness. Okay. This is a new addition to our final thoughts segment. This is really cool. I really like this because there are a lot of tracks in NASCAR's history, not just NASCAR, IndyCar, and Formula One's history. They might still be open, but they've been forgotten in the world of auto racing and major auto racing. And so this new segment in our final thoughts, or this new addition, I should say, to our final thoughts, is Forgotten Raceways in Racing. The name change might change down the line, but Forgotten Raceways in History, in Racing. Orange County Speedway is our first track that we're going to cover here. Now, pop quiz. Give you $5 if you can tell me where it's located. Orange County Raceway. Speedway, I should say.
Sounds like California.
Yeah, North Carolina. Yeah, I mean, I would think California as well, man. Don't worry, or New York. But it's actually the site of we just talked about with Robert Presley, Ridgemont.
Oh,
It's near Ridgemont. It's the Ridgemont Raceway, a 3/8 mile oval, asphalt oval, but it's also can be converted into a 5/8 dirt track. But that was from the years of 1967 through 1973, and it was repaved and reopened after it shut down there in 1973, repaved and reopened in 1983. Its slogan is the fastest 3/8 miles track in America. I would love to go there. It's right down the road. It seems like 19 degrees in the banking and 16 degrees of banking in the straightaways, and it is still open. It actually reopened in 2000. It closed in 2006. But then new ownership came in. They had volunteers come and revamping, and it is still open, running late model races, street stocks, all the local short track racing you would love. Orange County Speedway does it in Ridgemont, North Carolina. NASCAR Busch Series ran there from 1983 to the 1994. Jack Ingram was the first race winner there in 1983 and had a total of 5 wins at Orange County Speedway.
Oh, wow.
And that is your first ever Forgotten Raceways in Racing. Again, the name might change. We're very fluid on that name change. In the Marbles and Preston. That'll do it for episode 68 of our show. I think it was a good one. I think next week we'll do our predictions for NASCAR. The following week, Formula One. The following week, Indy. I think we got a few more weeks in order to fill before on-track action starts, and then we can start getting into the weeds of racing and talking about this stuff. But, man, do you have anything else before we wrap it up here?
No, I enjoyed it.
Yeah. I always enjoy doing these shows.
It was good. I expect to hear hopefully some opinions from fans.
Yeah, there's
one day.
the expectations. I want to
hear
interactions.
fan opinions, man.
Well,
It's always nice if you get fan opinions and you know that people are really listening and want to be involved in it.
Yeah, well, we're slowly getting there, man.
Yeah.
Slowly yet surely. At least we have people listening to the show, and it isn't just like,
that's true.
Mom and dad and
that's very
uncles
true.
listening to it. It's more than that.
Yeah.
More than that. We got a good little following, I dare say. But if you got nothing else before we leave, I want to thank our partners, Dr. Squatch, Flag and Anthem, Stands Up to Cancer, Fanatics, and Fubo for all they do for In the Marbles and for Fubo and Fanatics, the Unhinged Sports Network. Really appreciate that. And if Preston has nothing else, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up here. I'd like to thank everybody so much again for listening to us this week here at In the Marbles. Make sure to head over to inthemarbles.net for links to all of our social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Make sure to go check out that YouTube if you want to. Instead of listening to the show, you can watch the show there. Like us on all social media platforms again, and make sure to, if you got a minute or two, go down to the whatever podcast platform you have and give us a rating and tell us how we're doing. For Preston Lude, I'm Matt Beamer. Thank you again so much for listening. Stay safe and have a good rest of your week. Hey race fans, want more In the Marbles content? Make sure to subscribe below and check out our videos over here.